Back. I want to hear more about their relationship. Kim Sang-yoon tried to glance upwards. Why do you think Bae Jimin is supporting Eunju Song? B. Because Eunju Song, Dijin kicked him. Did I allow you to look up? As usual, it's because Eunju Song is the nephew of the chairman of Shinseon Group. He doesn't have any skills or talent, but his background is excellent. That's why people say Bae Gaming is behind him. Maybe he thinks he won't be punished. That guy always causes trouble. A lot of people complain about Eunju Song, from other players to members of Haha. You're talking about Haha Guild? Didn't they just form yesterday? Did you even watch the news? Kim Sang-yoon yelled back in protest. That was just the official announcement. They've been operating under that name for almost 2 years. One sentence shocked both Seodiwon and Choi Ji-kang. 2 years ago, probably about a year after the incident at the Seoul Tower, Seodiwon said that Haha secretly approached him while he was still alive. If that organization decided to reveal themselves, it means they no longer have a reason to hide. Is it because they've grown powerful? I see. So it's because of An Ju-sung's connections. However, it's still not right. I understand. You're annoyed that An Ju-sung gets special treatment. But why don't you try sucking up to Bae Jimin like he does? That comment must have struck a nerve, as Kim Sang-yoon's face was filled with resentment. His hands clenched into fists. Is that it? Or is there something else? Is it because Park Jimin, a B rank, refused to let you in the guild? Kim Sang-yoon slammed his fist on the ground in anger. An Ju-sung must have lied about me. Because he's a coward, always trying to slander fellow warriors like him. I'm sorry. I think it will be difficult for us to welcome An Sunwon. He was the one who first suggested I go to the Seoul Tower. I have no right to object. So I had no choice but to agree. But just as I thought, he led me into a trap. Seeing Kim Sunwon trying to get up, Seodawon's sharp eyes glanced over. He raised a finger and lightly tapped the water. A stream of water instantly covered Kim Sunwon's entire face. So you're saying An Ju-sung secretly sent Choi Ji-kang to hold your team back? I was left with nothing to do, because I had no connections. But somehow, Choi Ji-hyung managed to meet Bae Jimin. And now he's showing off expensive items everywhere. So jealous. Is that what you're thinking? The water from him, Ovoem Kim Sang-gi-un, tears and snot, flowed from his trembling hands as he desperately searched for an escape. Control yourself. You think messing with Choi Ji-hyung will solve your problems? If you really have to do something, you should pick a fight with An Ju-sung or Bae Jimin. But you're afraid of the consequences. So you're looking for someone to take your anger out on, right? Just like they did to you. Start by apologizing to Ji-hyung for falsely accusing him. The water on Kim Sang-yoon's face instantly vanished. Cho Ji-hyung, startled, pointed at him. No, that's not necessary, Ji-hyung. I'm sorry, I was wrong. Please forgive me just this once. Should I just finish him off right here? What? Ji-hyung, please just take a look at Seodiwon. What the hell are you talking about? Seodiwon, I think this idiot could be useful. Try turning him into your personal servant. LOL. Cho Ji-hyung's jaw dropped, goosebumps rising on his skin. A lifetime servant? Me and him? Seodiwon nodded casually. Okay. Seeing Ji-hyung's hesitation, Kim Sang-yoon pathetically cried out, Ji-hyung. But Seodiwon, beside him, was like a devil whispering temptations. I think we should bury him to get rid of the evidence. He was completely enjoying this. What a sadist. Another message from Seodiwon arrived. Go ahead and object to what I'm saying. Go on. What's wrong with him? But I don't think killing him is right. Silence fell over the three of them. Suddenly, Seodiwon spammed the chat with LOL. Wow, your acting is seriously terrible. For real? OMG, I'm dying. Shut up already. Anyway, Ji-hyung has the final say. Kim Sang-yoon burst into tears. He clung to Ji-hyung's leg, sobbing pathetically. Please have mercy. Just this once. Choi Ji-hyung, seeing him weep, felt a pang of sympathy. Whatever. Sunny Yeon, I want to clear up your misunderstanding. I'm not as close to Bae Jimin as you think. The vanadium has nothing to do with Bae Jimin either. I got it all from this person. I mean from my friend to a star friend, of course. And the friend here doesn't like my Bae Jimin. Me neither. We hate him so much we want to kill him. I'm sure you've already come to a conclusion. But Bae Jimin won't give you a second glance, as long as Eunju Song exists, because you offer him nothing. Meanwhile, Eunju Song gains more advantages from his connection with Bae Jimin. You might be the most famous warrior right now, but you should know that in reality, people can rise with money instead of talent. Kim Sang-yoon fell silent. His clenched fist trembled. I understand how proud he is of his abilities. It's not surprising that he even created a rule, because he couldn't stand being compared to other streamers. And if someone like him was cast aside, not because of skill, but something else, how could he just let it go? Are you planning to take care of Unju Sung too? That's right. Siadiwen's hand rested on his shoulder. Choi Ji-young turned his head and nodded at it. All right, you can look up now. He slowly looked up, then was completely startled. You're Siadiwen? Now you understand why I want to kill Bae Jimin, right? He's not dead? Wait, does this stem from the incident at the tower? We can talk about it later when the time is right. Anyway, it's a relief, isn't it? You were drunk and trespassed on someone's property without permission. Then you suddenly resorted to violence. Normally, I could kill you for this rudeness. You could kill me? But I changed my mind after hearing your story. I think we'll get along well. Kim Sang-yin was recruited, but he's terrified. Thank you. A formal handshake with Choi Gi-hyung is enough. Now, sign here. The contents of the Crimson contract appear before them. Kim Sang-yin stares at the contract, sweating profusely. Even more terrifying than when Siadiwen gripped his shoulder and chuckled. What in the world? A pledge of obedience. To serve Kim Sang-yun, to obey all commands from Master Choi Gi-hyung, and to cooperate with Choi Gi-hyung at all times. Servant Kim Sang-yun will not disclose the information in this contract to anyone. In return, servant Kim Sang-yun will be protected by Master Choi Gi-hyung. Sian-dik smiled sweetly. What do you think? Easy, right? Then his expression changed drastically. A dark look consumed his face as he stared at him. Now, why don't you read every single word carefully? A big one, huh? Sang-yun polished the floor until it gleamed blindingly. Choi Ji-young collapsed in front of his own house. A towel and a bucket of water were beside him. Finally done. Good job. Choi Ji-young cried. Next time, if you want to fight anyone, please go outside. You flooded the entire house. I should be the one complaining. He pointed towards the bathroom door. Why was Kim Sang-jun showering in our house? You're asking because you really don't know? And what do you mean our house? This is my house. While the three of us were talking earlier, Kim Sang-yun's sneeze shook the room. Choi Ji-hyung said, why don't you dry yourself off? You're so easygoing. I get angry at the slightest thing. He glanced at him, blushing slightly. Anyway, thanks for helping me. A system notification appeared. 23:59 until CO Dagon can be summoned. Sandalphon thought, so I can maintain this form for about 30 more minutes. Oh no, I was worried where you were. You were sleeping here the whole time. I've never seen you like this before. So cute. Sandalphon walked closer, looking at Lucky sleeping soundly on the dining chair. That thing, I put it to sleep. I was afraid it might jump into the fight. I have a sleep skill. Choi Ji-hyung flinched. What? Why didn't you tell me? Why would you? Next time, before you do anything with Lucky, tell me first. I'm his owner, you know? I guess you really are his master here. Huh? Yet you let that bastard hit him, instead of calling your subordinate out. Stung by Siadiwen's biting sarcasm, Choi Ji-hyung froze. I wish I knew what to say. But even if I were a player who could summon a subordinate to fight, wouldn't that be a bit much? When he's done showering, remember to ask if he'll go with you to the dungeon tomorrow. Just then, Kim Sang-yun stepped out of the bathroom. He called out, Ji-hyung. Both of them turned to him. Kim Sang-yun's hand was toweling his hair. Tiger tattoos adorned both his arms, his six-pack abs clearly visible. A well-built, muscular physique. At first glance, undeniably handsome. Thanks for letting me use your shower. Those muscles, those abs, that sculpted chest, completely dazzling. And sorry for using your towel without asking. It's fine. Oh no, I was totally checking him out. Where's Siadiwen? Siadiwen? You went home? It's nothing really. Sorry to kill your mood. But I bet you wanted to ask him a few things, huh? So sorry, Mr. Sahayan. Yes? Can you help me level up before we go in the dungeon? Of course, we can go tomorrow too, if you'd like. The more people, the faster it goes. But open recruitment might be a bit much. Imagine the three of them standing on the street, recruiting. Speaking of Siadiwen being alive, people would freak out. They'd be like, Siadiwen's alive? What? Call Park Jimin? That's a disaster waiting to happen. Well, since everything's top secret with CO Daegol, we'll have to keep quiet. Ask about his level and skills. What level are you? What skills do you have? Level 71. My main skills are slash and triple strike. To be honest, I've hit a bit of a wall recently. What about your skill proficiency and combat rank? Proficiency? What about your skill proficiency and combat rank certification? Expert in both. Huh, another useless player. Well, CO Day 1's level is off the charts. Sina barely made it to high rank, and Cho Ji-woon is stuck at low rank. I'm the most reliable one here. He opened his inventory, taking out a skill book. Here, pretend you're the one giving this to him. Kim Sang-yeon was startled. A book appeared in midair. Choi Ji-kyung felt like a poor woodcutter, asking for a gold and silver axe head from the god Co Dagon. Here it is. This is for you. Holding the book he was given, Sun Eon stammered, thank you. His eyes lit up as he quickly flipped through the pages. Then, shock washed over him. This is the heaven I've been waiting for. Kim Sang-yeon burst into tears while holding the book. Oh, Yu Kyung, even though I came to pick a fight with you in the middle of the night, you were kind enough to give me a skill book. I won't tell anyone what happened tonight. Not even Park Jimin or anyone else. If I do, punish me. Wait a minute. What you're saying shouldn't happen. Definitely. I'll master the skill you gave me within a month. Please, trust me. I'll be waiting for you at the dungeon entrance tomorrow. The two of them went outside to see Kim Sang-yeon off. Standing there, Choi Ji-kyung exclaimed, wow, at least he was easily persuaded. So, Seediwin, huh? What skill did you give to Sucheon? Why is he crying so much? It's nothing really. Do you remember Lim Jiso? The woman in my memories? No. It's the skill her brother, Lim Gyu-ho, used to have. I killed him and took it. It was a long time ago. Choi Ji-young's face paled. He was utterly terrified. So much so that his voice trembled as he spoke. He pointed at him, shouting, what? You killed someone? Wait, wasn't Lim Jisu taking revenge on you for killing her brother? Calm down. Lim Jisu doesn't even know her brother is dead. Besides, if she knew, she wouldn't have spared me so easily. What? How can you say that? Then why did you kill him? I received a quest. One of the guild members that Lim Di-ho joined has gone missing. The victim's family asked Ian Han to look into this. We only agreed to take the case after obtaining solid evidence. Those fingers are moving incredibly fast on the keyboard. That kid is something else. Drug dealing, convicted of violent acts, and involved in prison violence. He's a real piece of work. He's probably committed every crime in the book. Cian Dalwon stood beside Jai's computer, carefully looking at the data on the screen. This might be worse than we thought. I don't know why, but I have a bad feeling about this. We uncovered the truth after about a month of investigation, but it was too late. At an abandoned factory, I went in with Seediwin. There were many people lying on the floor, covered in blood. The only one still alive was obviously Lim Dae-hyun. He was sitting on a chair in the corner of the room, his eyes glancing at the two uninvited guests, as if he were about to devour them whole. That's where we found Lim Dae-hyun. And that's when you got the skill, right? We delivered Lim Dae-hyun's body, as per the client's request. The scene was staged to look like he ran away, so you don't have to worry. But you gave that skill to Song-yeon. He'll be in danger. But Seedian was calm, of course. He placed a hand on Choi Ji-kyung's shoulder and whispered quietly in his ear, I gave it to him for a reason. I'm not a good person. Besides, he threatened my master. You think I gave him that skill for free? Choi Ji-kyung's face darkened slightly. He still felt uneasy about it, but if Lim Jisu finds out, Sun Eon will surely be dealt with. Suddenly, Sandal One's expression changed. His face lit up like the sun. A bright, flowery smile bloomed, handsome and sparkling. You don't need to worry too much. Choi Ji-kyung didn't understand why he said that. We just need to deal with Lim Jisu. While Sun Eon is with us, Kim Sang-yeon will be with him anyway, so he'll be safe until he leaves. Choi Ji-kyung was speechless. How can you smile while talking about this? His face was full of worry. He fell into deep thought. It's not like I didn't anticipate these things when I agreed to help him get revenge. But whenever this revenge becomes clearer, I get a little scared. Let's go in. Choi Ji-kyung's eyes were filled with sadness. Can I really trust you, Co Dagon? The dark night passed, welcoming a new day with a bright sunshine. Choi Ji-kyung is still sound asleep in bed? Perfect. Co Daewon sat on the edge of the bed, calling, Ji-kyung, Ji-kyung, wake up. He rubbed his eyes sleepily, still half asleep. Good morning, Daewon. Get up, I want to show you something. What is it? It's still early. It was so early in the morning, he wasn't even fully awake yet. He rubbed his head as he sat up. Before he could even finish his question, he was shocked by the sight before him. Kim Sang-yeon was tied up, for some reason, and lying at the foot of his bed. His mouth was gagged with a cloth. Tears streamed down his face as he looked at Ji Kyung with fear in his eyes, his mouth forming silent words. Oh my God.